Warning! Spoilers are ahead, so consider yourself warned. I watched Spider-Man Brand New Day on opening day, and oh my goodness, it was so good. So I'm giving you my thoughts and my theories about the movie. And yes, there will be some Minecraft in the background to keep your attention, so don't worry. First, I'd like to start by saying that this movie was such a breath of fresh air for the MCU. It really did its job, while at the same time picking up a lot of the slack from the more recent Marvel movies. As a Spider-Man movie, it was also great. It was grounded, and you still felt the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man vibes, while keeping some of the aspects that made the Tom Holland Spider-Man different. Some of my favorite part of the movies are spoilers, so go ahead and watch that movie before you watch this. But I'm glad that they didn't put MJ and Peter officially back together yet. That would have been a major, oops, we don't want to do that, kind of takeaway, and it would have taken away from the moments like this or this. We also got to see a more mature Spider-Man, and the Punisher in this movie was excellent. Chef's kiss. Sure, he has a potty mouth, but aside from that, he was wonderful. Also, just for fun, I did make a bingo card for this movie with some friends, and well, I lost. But I'm shocked we didn't see some of the things that I thought we were gonna see. I'm also really glad we got to see the true Hulk and not some nerdy big green guy. Ew. Now when it comes to theories, I got plenty. Some about Ned, some about the post-credit scene, and even one about MJ remembering now. But before that, a quick word from our sponsor. Trees. At the end of the movie, before the credits, we see Peter buying flowers and Ned eating there. Peter decides to go over and talk to Ned, and Ned calls Peter the flower guy due to an earlier scene. Peter introduces himself by saying, "Hey, I'm Peter," and proceeds to give Ned their old handshake, which Ned remembers due to muscle memory. It gets crazier, because Ned at the end of the movie, with an exciting expression, says, "Peter, I think that Ned doesn't remember yet." We'll talk about that later. But I think he rather put two and two together and realized that this was Spider-Man he was talking to. And I think this will lead to the beginning of the next movie, who knows how long we'll have to wait, where Peter is explaining everything to Ned and we get to see some tension between MJ and Peter. Speaking of MJ, I think MJ remembers. Kind of. She doesn't fully know yet. Think about it. The villain, quote unquote, was Jean Grey, and she controls and can see people's minds and memories. She was in Peter's apartment, she read the note to MJ, and got more information about Spider-Man towards the end. And what happened at the end? Everyone, including MJ and Ned, were in this giant mind bubble. And what was MJ doing in the bubble? She was crying. Why was she crying? Maybe she was scared. Or maybe Jean Grey was kind of putting some memories and some information she had gotten from Peter in his apartment into MJ's mind. Now the same could be said about Ned, but as far as I remember from the movie, Ned was never really mentioned to or by Jean Grey. It was really only MJ. Now let's talk about the big thing, the post-credit scene. Honestly, it was kind of a letdown. I remember the guy beside of us was kind of upset because we waited 5 minutes of credits for this. But I kind of see the big picture. The clip is the Spidey tracker, and it says that Spider-Man is in an unknown location. Then it shows him outside of our own moon. Many people say it's Miles or Toby or Andrew, but I don't think so. I think it's the symbiote, and I think it's Venom hinting at the black suit in Secret Wars. So hear me out. The Venom we saw in No Way Home left behind, maybe it's too small, so it needs more. We know from the comics in the Spider-Man series that the symbiote is from space. So it either is calling down more, aka Venom, who was mistaken for Spider-Man, or Spider-Man is already in space. Because we know the Spidey tracker is based on people taking pictures and uploading them and the location of that picture, therefore tracking Spider-Man. So somehow, someone saw Spider-Man and someone posted it from space, whether it's an alien, whether it's someone from the Guardians of the Galaxy, or just someone. Someone posted Spider-Man from space. Now, this is a little bit of a stretch, but what if Spider-Man isn't in Doomsday, but unfortunately, we won't see him until Secret Wars? Then maybe 1 or 2 more movies, and it may be time to move to a new Spider-Man. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy who plays Minecraft. But thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe, check out this video, and have a beautiful day.